All right. So what I wanted to show you this time was, again, part of linear equations. It's finding the slope of a line if we have 2 points on the line. So it's a really easy thing to do, but we have to remember our slope formula, which is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which seems really kind of, I think, hard to remember and complicated, but it's not when you think of, if we have to count, when we count for a slope, it's the rise of the line, which is the change in the y-axis, right? It's when you go up or down, that's really the change in the y value. So that's what this is, y2 minus y1 over the run, which of course is the change in the x-axis. So it's really the same exact thing. We just have to remember a couple of things to help keep our story straight. The first thing we need to remember is that when we're given points, we have a point that's always in the form x comma y, right? And let's say we have another point, and that's also going to be in the form x comma y. The way we get these x2 and y2 is we pick a point, and the point, if this point is point 1, then this is x1 and y1. They have to be from the same point, otherwise it won't work. We'll get something that looks like a right answer, but it won't. It'll end up being positive when it needs to be negative, or negative when it needs to be positive. And of course, this one would be point 2, so this would be x sub 2 and y sub 2. All right, so let's actually take a look at an example, and maybe we'll do it both ways just to prove our case. All right, so we want to know, what is the slope of the line that passes through the points 7, 14 and 13, 9? And of course, remember that this is our x and this is our y. So let's just pop everything into our formula. So let's see, m is equal to, why don't we go ahead and make this 0.1 and this one 0.2. So we'll say 14, because that's the y from 0.2, minus 9 over 7, because that's the x from 0.2, minus 13. All right, so let's see. We're going to have, that's going to, we're going to do the math and simplify our numerator and simplify our denominator. So 14 minus 9 is going to give us 5 over 7 minus 13 is going to give us a negative 6. So our whole fraction, because a positive 5 divided by a negative 6 is just going to be, the whole fraction is negative, and it's negative 5 over 6. All right, beautiful. Let's do it the other way. Let's go ahead and check that, but we'll switch our points, and we'll make the other one 0.2, and the other, we'll make the point 13, 9 0.2. So let's see. And I would like to erase everything on here. Okay. So this will be our new 0.2, and this is our new 0.1. So we have m is going to be equal to 9 minus 14 over, and that's of course because 9 is the y from 0.2 and 14 is the y from 0.1, over 13 minus 7. So again, let's see. 9 minus 14 is going to be, this time, negative 5 in the numerator, over 13 minus 7, which is positive 6. Now it's a negative divided by a positive. And of course, that means the whole fraction is negative, so that is negative 5 over 6. And that is the slope of this line, negative 5 over 6. And if you remember, that was the exact same slope when we came up with when we just switched the points. So that just shows you that your points don't matter. It just matters as long as you keep your story straight. Let's see. So Good luck, and remember to let me know if you have any questions.